What's
All
up,
right.
friends?
Welcome back to GSA Legends. I'm Torjay,
Cosmic, here to
and
commentate ZFG's amazing Majora's Mask run.
yep,
He has amazing commentary too that I love to listen to because there's some pretty crazy developments that have happened just barely in Majora's Mask. So this will be one of the first times that a lot of eyes get on it. You're in for a real treat.
yeah, crazy stuff has happened lately in both OT and MM, but it's been really crazy for MM so far. So you'll hopefully get to see that from ZFG over here.
Yeah, ZFG, is there anything that you want to say to kind of set up the run or?
Yeah, this is gonna be my first legitimate Majora's Mask run in 6 years. So, and I started practicing about 2 days ago. So, let's see how this goes.
Perfect.
All right, so we got a timer countdown. All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, wonderful.
All right, so as I just said, this is my first legitimate Majora's Mask run since early 2014. The reason I'm suddenly making a comeback to this game is just a few days ago, Moon Warp, the ability to get to the moon early, was just made viable in real time. So Moon Warp has kind of been like the holy grail of MM for forever.
Yeah, like the barrier skip of MM.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so it was actually found possible a few weeks ago, but it was basically task only. It required all these like incredibly precise inputs. No one thought it'd be possible RTA. And then some people, mainly Full-Grown Gaming and a few others, worked on an RTA setup. And it's really complicated, but it works, and it's surprisingly not too difficult. And it's super crazy and complex and looks very random, but you'll see me be able to use it to get to the moon. And it's pretty crazy.
Pretty much the first half of this is going to be what's called first cycle. And
Yep.
Majora's Mask is like on a 3-day cycle, and you like go back in time if you're not familiar with it. And there's no way to really skip the first cycle. You have to spend time getting your ocarina back and all that stuff. So hopefully we can explain some of the mechanics of like speedrunning. But there are going to be some cutscenes and some cutscene skips also.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the beginning of this game isn't the most exciting, and
Yeah.
even the new Moonwarp developments aren't too helpful for it. But
Yeah.
as soon as we get out of first cycle, then the run really begins, and ends 20 minutes later. But yeah, so going back to like the new developments in MM, so this was something that just came out. This was just found a few weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago. The task only setup was found. A few months before that, there was this other trick, a trick to get up the debug menu in MM was found. And that's pretty significant because if you can get up the debug menu, you can just bring it up and give yourself all the items you need to beat the game. And people were not really happy with this because, well, for one, the setup for getting up the debug menu required playing Song of Soaring 63 times in a row. And that's not the greatest speedrun content, to put it lightly. In addition to that, the only version it was possible on was the Wii U Virtual Console version,
It's a wonderful version.
because it was the only version that, one, did not crash, and two, had a usable D-pad. The D-pad is actually not mapped on the Wii VC version, which I'm using right now, and the GameCube version. But it is mapped on the N64 and Wii U VC version. But it crashes on N64, so Wii U was the only version possible to be used. The problem with Wii U is that it is an atrocious version. It lags really bad. It has the worst controls of all time. I think a lot of people who hear about like Wii U having bad controls don't fully understand the extent of how terrible the controls are in
Yeah.
that version. Like, backwalking is incredibly difficult in Wii U. Moving forward is impressive.
The
If
most
you can
basic.
Just
You
if you
can't
can
walk straight.
if you can walk in a straight line, you are doing incredible on Wii U.
it's like playing MM with like drunk goggles
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So needless to say, it was a very dark time in MM's history. Actually quite a few MM runners actually kind of stopped playing the game for a while because debug menu and Wii U kind of ruined a lot of people's fun playing the game. And that's all gone now because we have Moonwarp, which is not exclusive to any specific version. It's specific to any version that has owl saves. So in the original Japanese version, you actually cannot save at owl statues. That's actually something only introduced in the English version. So all English versions have owl statues, and there is one Japanese version with owl statues, which is actually, or with owl saves more specifically, which is the Japanese GameCube version, which is kind of a strange version. It's like a strange mix of English and Japanese stuff. So Moonwarp can only be done because it makes use of owl statues or owl saves. It has to be done on one of those owl save versions, which is primarily English versions. Other than that, you can do it on whatever you want. English, VC, Wii U VC if you really want to. Even GameCube should work. So it's pretty neat. So going back to what I said about this being my first MM run in a while. So I think my MM PB, I think I checked it a few days ago. It's like 137 from January 2014. I believe it's 79th place on the leaderboards.
What's our estimate for this run?
My estimate for this run, I believe it's an hour. Is that an hour
It's
estimate?
set to an hour.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty big PB.
Man, my PB is 37 minutes above the estimate. Man, I sure hope I can get underestimate this run. I actually did do a cheated run of the debug menu run. So the debug menu, again, I mentioned it only works on Wii U. I did not feel like playing on Wii U, but I kind of wanted to mess with it, so I did a cheated run on a Wii version modded to be able to use the D-pad for it. Because, you know, I didn't care about playing by the rules. I make my own rules. So obviously it wasn't a legitimate speedrun, but I did mess around with it. I got like a, I don't know, 55-minute time or something. But not a legitimate speedrun. But this will be legitimate. I am playing on an unmodified Wii version with a regular controller and no cheat box attached.
Okay, so there's a lot of glitches and movement techniques in Majora's Mask with bombs. I don't fully know this route yet. Are we gonna get some bombs and move around with those?
Yeah, as soon as I finish first cycle, we will
Yeah.
get some bombs.
So
I always forget this, how to get on this flower. Okay, again, I am very washed up at MM, so if my movement isn't the greatest, please
ZFG.
excuse me.
What's that emote? ZFG washed? Or just
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I'm washed up, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm very washed up in this game. Oh, I got it though. I got the tech skip. I didn't get that in my practice run. My practice first cycle run.
Yeah, Navi, or not Navi, Tattle tries to tell you how to use the flowers, I guess, but you can skip it.
Okay, so coming up here, there's a cutscene with a Happy Mask salesman. I can use continuous pauses to actually skip the cutscene. The pause will prevent the cutscene from actually playing.
yeah.
But I have to get it continuously all the way to the door. Nice.
Nice,
Oh,
let's
actually
go.
wasn't that bad.
Yeah, so the reason that works is Majora's Mask cutscenes take 2 frames to start. So whenever you advance the game 1 frame at a time like that, it never has enough time to start the cutscene. So you can just walk past it if you pause buffer like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant skip. That cutscene's like a minute long.
Yeah.
Probably more than that, actually. So in Clocktown, the goal right now is just to make it nighttime as possible and get magic, because I need to get magic in order to knock the ocarina out of Skull Kid's hand, so I can learn Song of Time and stuff. And just I need to open the clock tower by making it midnight. So those are the 2 goals right now. First thing is just gonna make it night of the 3rd day, and then I can get the magic after that. And also I'll be collecting some rupees and depositing them in the bank, just because I gotta wait until midnight anyway, and I can advance time up to 6 on night of the 3rd day, but I can't advance it directly to midnight. So I can use that remaining wait time to collect some rupees, which I'll be doing. So the first way I can advance time is going into this room in the Stockpot Inn and talking to Grandma. And she plays tells you a story that lasts until the next day. Just do that twice. I almost forgot which option to check beforehand.
Good thing it was in Japanese.
Yeah, I was
version.
gonna say, good thing you're playing in
Yeah.
English.
Thanks, English. Oh no.
Good door, good door.
So now it's final day, and to make it night, I'm gonna go to a scarecrow in one of the shops, and you can dance with him and make it night.
I can't help but laugh at the Joe stacking setup they're doing in the background.
Yeah. No. Oh no. Wait, is he gonna go away? Wait, I forgot what I did. Okay, no.
Oh, good.
Okay,
That would have
good.
been awful.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright, so this makes it night of the 3rd day. So from here, I just have to go get magic and collect some rupees while I wait.
Now how many rupees you need? There's like 60? I don't remember.
90. So
90, okay.
yeah, I want to collect 90 rupees because when I start the 2nd cycle, I want to buy the bomb bag and bomb shoes. Bomb bag costs 50 and bomb shoes cost 40. So
Okay, I see.
And the best way to get rupees as Deku is actually to cut all of the grass. I mean, classic Zelda, get rupees by cutting grass.
Yeah.
But normally they'd give you a bunch of items, but since he's at the beginning of the game with no items, they can only give him a bunch of rupees.
Yeah.
yeah. So normally you're not supposed to leave Clock Town on first cycle when you're just Deku, but you can sneak past that guard just by backwalking into the corner.
Yep.
And so I can go to Tournament Field and cut a bunch of grass. This will be my wait time. Just grab some rupees here.
But ZFG, don't you need the Moon's Tier?
No, I don't. I can do a backflip to skip it.
Some acrobatics.
I actually forgot which rupee patches are optimal.
Yeah.
I hope I'm not taking some extra patches I shouldn't be taking. Probably close enough, I think.
You'll be fine.
As long as I get good rupee RNG, it should be fine. I don't know if it's good or bad yet.
Maybe that wasn't a very good patch.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't very
Too far out of
play
play.
either.
Oh my god.
Gotta
Oh, you
abandon
got
it.
blues.
Alright, yeah,
Alright,
some blues to make up.
It's low. Listen.
Ooh.
I don't think 57 is very good at this point.
Bless RNG.
No, this is definitely not good.
Wait, you were modding here? What the heck?
What? Who's a mod?
Oh, Cosmic's a mod in chat.
Dude,
Oh,
I've been
cool.
keeping the kids in line.
Okay.
I think I can manage 80. So I think I can get rubies. Can I get 10 here or only 9? I forgot.
Oh no.
Okay. No, dude.
Get one from the box or something.
Well, I have to go get the Great Fairy
Yeah,
anyway. so,
yeah.
yeah.
Wait, do the grass patches
Oh.
respawn? on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
exit?
they do.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm probably gonna be a little bit late to Clock Tower, but not a big deal.
It's only a big deal if it pushes you over the 1 hour estimate.
Yeah.
Are you joining the Joe stacking afterwards?
Uh,
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Dang.
I will spectate.
But it's the World Series.
It's the World Series. You have such an opportunity here.
I don't know if I'm qualified for the World Series.
Dang.
So now he can shoot bubbles from his face and hit Skull
Yeah.
Kid.
Yeah, the only reason for this is to hit Skull Kid.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I guess it technically is required for the Moon Warp setup now, but
Oh yeah, it's true.
In-
You shoot,
in
like, 2
theory-
bubbles.
in theory, there probably should be some setup that wouldn't use it
Yeah.
if somehow we were able to skip magic.
Why do you need
I didn't get
gas.
the rupees, dude.
Yeah,
Wait,
Is
yeah,
there like a
just go back.
box? Okay, no, whatever.
I think I could have. Oh no, dude.
Oh god.
Yes, so part of the
you-
reason that he went around the outside is to skip these cutscenes.
Yeah.
You want to skip these cutscenes because time doesn't pass during them. Okay.
Perfect.
Oh no.
Oh god. Okay.
It's because you left that 1 rupee behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Those. Oh,
No rupee left behind.
yeah. Can't leave the rupees behind.
Pepe hands.
I thought it wasn't worth to go back.
First cycle, basically an auto scroller, and yet
And
We're
yes.
Still losing
Yeah.
time. Look, I haven't run in 6 years. Okay, I have John's.
that's a decent break.
I mean, yeah.
I still gotta go to the bank. Dang.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh my. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're losing a lot more time than I thought.
I gotta deposit 90 rupees.
Deposit all 91 at least.
No.
Okay.
Can't lose more time than I'm already losing. I did have pretty bad rupee luck though. I think. I think that was bad enough rupee luck to call bad. Okay, here you're supposed to use the moon steer to get up here, but you can do a gainer.
Just like that.
Just like that. There we go.
There you go.
Third try.
Good job. You almost got in at 455.
Ah.
Dang.
There's the guy.
The dude.
The
He's
guy
about to
on the
get
cover.
spit on. Whoa, he hit him.
Oh no, violence.
Capital D colon. Oh, that's not. Okay. Let me type that.
Whoops.
Perfect fight.
Nice. Oh, and it landed right on me. Didn't even have to move.
Wow.
Oh,
Precision
Impressive.
on display by ZFG here. COG ZFG.
I know how to do some of these things optimally. Still got some of it. Oh yeah. So back to the Wii U thing about how Wii U is so terrible and stuff. This cutscene, I think you lose 15 seconds to lag, I think, on this cutscene
Oh
alone
my God.
because Wii U is so bad with motion blur, and this cutscene has a massive amount of motion blur, and so it just lags like crazy during this cutscene.
That's like DK64 levels of
Yeah.
lag.
It's pretty bad. Except DK64 has less lag on Wii U, and
That's true.
this one has an incredible amount of lag on Wii U.
The motion blur doesn't even look good. It's like a weird resample. It's not even.
Yeah.
One time we figured out to push C up in a fight in DK64 and it saved 15 seconds.
Incredible.
That's incredible.
The Ganon fight in OOT, comparing N64 to VC, VC is 23 seconds faster on the Ganon fight just from less lag.
Holy cow.
What in the world?
Alright, so I got the Ocarina back, so I can play Song of Time. And go back in time. So I was gonna save here and I'm gonna reset, because the run's bad. Haha, old MM joke. So resetting there, I reset after the save, and that just skips a pretty long cutscene about traveling through time the first time.
Yeah, we're already well versed in time travel, so we're cool with skipping it.
Yeah. So now I gotta go back in the clock tower and talk to the Happy Mask guy and watch another cutscene and get Song of Healing, and then finally I'll be able to play the game.
Yeah. Could squeeze in a whole OT 90% run in this time.
Incredible.
Even 2 on Faster Quest.
Oh man.
Is Faster Quest for MM a thing yet?
Yeah, it kind of is. I don't think it's gained too much traction yet, but I think pretty sure there's a Faster Quest version for you.
I see.
I don't know if it's like quite as far as OOT Faster Quest, but it's there. And it's definitely needed for this game.
Yeah. I wonder how long first cycle would be on Faster Quest.
I think I remember seeing a video of it being like 8-ish minutes or so,
Okay.
which is a little crazy. Maybe it was 10.
So what is nice is as soon as first cycle gets over and you get the bombs, you get to go really fast immediately in this
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
and do a ton of tricks.
Yeah.
It's like the world's your oyster as
Yeah,
soon as you
you
get
get
out of
It's
here.
like
Explosives.
it's 0 to 100 real
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go from being able to do nothing to be able to do everything, just getting explosives.
Yeah.
So yeah, what are your objectives before Moonwarp now? So you're gonna do, I guess, get Zora Mask?
Yeah, so, yeah, the objective for Moonwarp, pretty much just get Bottle and Zora Mask. Zora Mask is really important for the trick. Bottle is just necessary for, like, one section of the trick.
And you can get a fairy for the fight afterwards as well.
Yeah.
So you can die like 4 times
Yeah.
and still be fine.
The Majora fight in this run is actually pretty difficult because since you wrong warp straight to the moon, you barely have anything to fight Majora with aside from Zora Mask. It's basically Zora Mask and that's it. Kind of bombs and Deku Sticks, but they don't do a whole lot. So I am going to use a glitch to get infinite fairies for the fight because I don't like dying.
So you don't have to go into this now if it's not a good time, but you said you need magic for the Moonwarp. Why is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just necessary for one part of the setup for setting up the memory alignment properly. So I'll get into it more as we get there, but the trick involves setting up certain parts of memory in a specific way, and Deku bubbles are just one particular part of the way to set up the memory. It's fairly complicated. I'll try to get into a bit more detail when we get there. I hope I can explain it well.
Yeah, basically part of the setup. I think you like just spit the bubble twice, in, like a certain part of the setup, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. You use it for like heat memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's what the rupees were for: bombs and bomb shoes. They let me go fast.
Perfect. It's a speedrun.
Yeah.
One-
That's
Just
that's
can't-
not
just
that's not what you're supposed to do in a speed.
had a little moment to think before the door before you slam into it.
Okay, this time I'm actually gonna go fast. I think. I'll try. Okay, so I want to go to Great Bay straight away, and you're normally not supposed to go there until pretty late in the game. So I'm gonna start off by getting infinite sword glitch from a bomb. Second try. Okay.
One of these bombs.
And I'm gonna do a super slide. And this sends me backwards really fast by trying to grab the bomb during the roll. And then because of the infinite sword glitch, when I shield damage in the air, I can stay in the air. And that's how I was able to get over the fence, by using a combination of infinite sword glitch and shield dropping the bomb shoes in midair. And so I can do that just to gain height anywhere I want, and so it's pretty useful to get over that fence.
Yeah, it's really convenient that the only thing stopping you from getting to this pretty late game area is like this pretty low fence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely need any height to get
Yeah,
over
you
it.
just need to hop over it with Epona. You can do that without Goron Mask or damage boosting.
This one's a bit sloppy.
Yeah.
We have plenty of explosives
Understatement.
to spare, so it's
Yeah.
fine. That's one good thing about this route. You can just throw bombs everywhere and it's fine.
Alright, so Zora Mask is really important for the setup, so I just want to come here just for Zora Mask. Just gotta push into the shore. And he's gonna walk. You can skip this cutscene actually, but it's kind of weird. You have to play Song of Double Time at the right time.
Why not that actually? It's interesting.
If I wasn't so washed up, I'd probably do it.
That dude's washed up, literally.
Oh yeah, almost as washed up as me.
Insulting a dying man. Wow.
Wow.
Well, he's a Zora, not really a man, but
I just want to know what they were thinking when they made Ocarina of Time in this game. They're like, we have to have some Zora slowly move for like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I don't know.
Fun fact: that cutscene is longer than the King Zora scooting cutscene.
Oh my god.
But a lot of people don't really think about it because the King Zora cutscene just feels longer, but that cutscene
Yeah.
actually is
Yeah.
longer.
See, inches.
It's a lot of questionable decisions like that in Nintendo games. Like
Yeah.
Super Mario Sunshine's intro is like, oh, what the kids need is a 6.5-minute court drama. That's perfect. That'll get them
true,
going.
dude.
Anyone want to give special shoutouts during this cutscene?
What's the consensus on spamming stuff during this cutscene? Do people still post Honolulu? Or what's the...
I don't think that's really a thing anymore.
You gotta
Dang.
play the piano
F.
during this ZFG.
Shoutouts to F.
You gotta beatbox to it.
I have no musical instruments to play during this cutscene.
Your voice box, dude. Go for it.
No, that can't do that either.
Oh, I messed up. Whatever. You guys get the point.
There's the mask.
So that's half of what we need for Moonwarp.
Yep. So from here, the last item I need for the Moonwarp and the actual setup is going to be in the swamp. So I'm just going to head over the swamp after this.
Yes, you get the witch's bottle or like the
Yeah.
fake lost woods. I don't know. I don't remember what it's called.
Woods of Mystery.
That, yeah.
I forget too.
Here's where the party really starts. Well,
Was a
now
party
here's
face.
where the party really starts.
Yeah. It is. Okay. So yeah, I'm just going to head back over to determine the field and then just head to the swamp from there. So I gotta hover back over this fence.
Nice.
And
Nice
lever.
lever.
Nice.
Wonderful enemy.
So how do you feel about the discussion of deleting levers from Faster Quest?
Yeah, I'm all for it.
These enemies are so useless.
Absolute trash.
Well, I guess they're not useless in terms of being enemies, but I guess they're like the most effective enemy, honestly.
I guess, yeah. So there's some like new fancy way to skip this cutscene. I'm just doing old baby strats. You can like you pull out Ocarina near the Gossip Stone and cancel it immediately. And
Wii U movement.
Look at like Wii U right now.
yeah, and that does this glitch called Time Stop, where everything kind of frozen around you, and this lets me skip a cutscene trigger. It's a pretty long cutscene, it's like 2 minutes long. Super slides are hard. Give me OT super slides.
Aren't they objectively easier?
Yeah,
in this
they're like
class?
way easier
Be
in this
quiet.
I
game.
guess.
I'm washed up, okay?
I guess you can 2 bomb super slide in OT.
Yeah.
Well, 1 bomb is pretty hard in OT.
Alright, so from here I'm just gonna go get the witch bottle, so I just have to head over to the Woods of Mystery and pretend to save the witch, I guess.
Just to steal her bottle.
Yeah.
Please take this potion to my dying sister.
No, let me
No,
save
sorry,
the world.
I
instead.
gotta go to the moon instead.
Astronaut on a mission. Don't have time to give people medicine and shit.
So I actually somehow remembered the path through the Woods of Mystery, despite not playing the game for forever. I'm very proud of myself for this. I really hope I don't get lost after I said that.
That would be perfect.
No, it's straight. I'm just kidding.
Could have used those rupees earlier.
Howie.
So now that we found her stuck in the woods going to the potion shop here, the other witch will give you the bottle to go save her, and I'm not going to save her.
It's all part of your evil plan to save the world.
How terrible.
These witches always felt like the laziest reused asset from OT to me.
Yeah, they're like not even. They have like completely different
Yeah, they're so
personalities
out
and
of
like
place.
uses. Yeah. So I don't actually need the red potion there. I only need the bottle. I need to catch a fish in the bottle. Fish is a very important part of the moon warp setup. So I have to. The closest fish is in a grotto on the other side of the swamp. So I just have to go through the swamp real quick. Kill this guy.
Don't die.
I won't die. I have red potion.
You monster. That was hers.
Oh well.
Needed to catch a fish.
So while I'm here, I'm gonna grab some Deku sticks. These will just help out a bit later. Come on.
Good fight.
So now I have everything set up for the moon warp. So just for safety, I'm gonna save at an owl statue, just in case the moon warp doesn't end up working first try. I think it probably should, but just to make sure I have a backup in case things go wrong.
Yeah. So it is time for the moon warp.
So that owl statue is the key to Moon Warp. That is our launch pad
Yeah.
to the moon.
It is Apollo 11 in statue form.
So owl saves go away as soon as you start that file, so I have to copy that file to file 2, so I can actually, if I actually wanted to use it as a backup save. Alright, time for the magic to happen. Alright, so to explain Moon Warp, so what's going to happen. So, in the game, there's a list of all the actors in an area. So an actor is just anything that's not a wall or collision, or walls or floors or anything like that, all the objects in the area. Like signs, enemies, the lily pads, grass, anything like that, those are actors. And so the game has a list of all the actors in an area. And all those are not always loaded in the same order. They can be loaded in different orders based on other things that are loaded or what entrance you enter a map in. And so this is going to take advantage of the fact that things can be loaded in a different way. And so it's going to take advantage of taking one actor in a certain place in memory and essentially tricking the game into modifying something else, some other actor data based on the original one. So I just shot 2 Deku bubbles, dropped a bomb, and then went in the next area. And that specifically was to load a certain rupee in a very specific place in memory. And this rupee, later on, we're going to have the owl statue loaded in the same place in memory where the rupee is right now. And so we can do that by manipulating like the order of stuff loaded. So I'm going to boomerang this rupee, and the boomerang is coming back to me right now. And I want to set the rupee up in a very specific place. So the rupee should be placed right here. Alright, so this next part is the whole setup. This is it'll probably be hard for me to talk during the setup. This is the complicated part.
Yeah, he has to get the rupee to like the perfect spot in 3D space.
Yeah, it's extremely precise, and if everything works out, I will modify parts of the owl statue based on where the rupee is supposed to be being taken from the boomerang. Alright, so dropping this fish is just another part of the memory manipulation, another part of just lining up memory in a certain way. Alright, everything looked good. So, assuming the rupee was in the right place in memory, this should work. I'm fairly sure I didn't mess up anything for the setup.
Yeah, it looked good to me too. It just looked like the when you practiced it earlier.
Alright, the owl statue is loaded. Sometimes if you mess it up, the owl statue can be unloaded here.
Yeah, sometimes they can be invisible as well, but still be there when you go over there.
Yeah. Get the fairy for safety. And so there's one last part of the setup. I have to place 6 notes on the ocarina. That determines the actual map you load on next. So I'm going to save the owl statue and reload the owl statue.
Cross your fingers.
Oh no.
Dang it.
Dang.
Okay, that probably means I messed up something with the rupee manipulation. I don't know if the rupee is still there actually. I think I should actually use my backup save
Yeah,
file.
probably just use your backup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just in case.
Okay, so most likely the rupee was not in the right place in memory. I probably either went too quickly or too slowly when I was shooting those Deku bubbles.
So that just shows you that we were all saying it looked good, but it didn't
Yeah.
work. That's
Yeah.
how precise it is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's because there's two parts to it working. There's one, having the rupee be in the right place in memory, and then there's two, the whole movement setup with all those, like, you know, sword slashes and all those weird things that I was doing. I am still pretty confident that, like, the movement part of the setup was correct, but I think I just messed up something with the rupee. So, to get the rupee lined up in memory properly, I do have to enter the map from Woods of Mystery. Well, Woods of Mystery or Potion Shop. Just easier to do it from Woods of Mystery. That's why I have to go all the way here and then come back out, is just to have things line up properly.
So are you submitting this when you come home?
I guess.
Come.
Okay, that looks much better. I'm fairly sure that I put the rupee in the right spot.
Chat says when you were walking after dropping the fish, you maybe went a frame too long or something.
Yeah, after
I
the fish drop.
thought it looked fine to me, but maybe. I'd have to
Yeah.
double check it.
There was a point where you buffered 2 frames there, but I don't know how. Like, you probably still, like, landed on the right frame. I'm not sure, though.
So all these rolls in the corner is just because your coordinates can still be like a tiny bit off if you just do like 1 or 2 rolls in the corner. So you do multiple to make sure it's like exactly where it needs to be. Looks good so far.
Yep. That looks
All right.
perfect.
Yeah, that looked good.
During that whole setup, chat was spamming the explanation for the Sun Song Grave cutscene skip for running up the stairs.
A little bit different, but I understand the similarities.
Alright. Come on, owl. Fly us to the moon.
All right, let's go to the moon.
Here we go.
And
Let's
we're
go.
here.
All right.
All right, so now I am very under-equipped for Majora. All I have is like sticks and Zora Mask.
But you also
So-
have infinite fairies.
I do have infinite fairies. So there's this trick called Equip Swap where you can equip an item over a different item slot. I got a fairy right before I went to the moon, and I can use Equip Swap to equip that fairy over the ocarina. And that way, when I use the fairy, it'll use up the fairy in the ocarina slot, which, you know, doesn't really exist, and not use up my main fairy. So I have infinite fairies for this fight, which is very nice.
So you can just keep equip swapping the real fairy over Ocarina, and it'll keep trying to override Ocarina, so you just keep it.
No. The strat I learned today didn't work.
Bombs are so big in this game. How'd that not hit?
Yeah. Does MM have a hitbox viewer like OOT as well?
Not yet.
KZ thing working on that?
Hopefully someday.
That'd be pretty cool.
Come on, Trim.
It's really nice you can use
Oh.
bombs.
Yeah. Oh, so there was a new strat for the second phase of Majora, actually just found a few days ago, but completely unrelated to Moonwarp, where if a bomb hits the center of the room, it'll hit Incarnation no matter where Incarnation is in the room. So, yeah,
like
it's...
a 000 thing?
It's seems like it's not actually related to that, but it looks like it.
Okay, so it looks like the same way it would do as the 000, but it's not
Yeah,
actually a 000.
yeah.
Okay.
Wow, that's
Well, Majora was kind of close there, so it looked like it hit anyway. But
Yeah, probably just like that.
oh yeah, and the masks are gonna try to shoot me during the whole rest of the fight, so
Yeah.
they can be annoying.
There's like Beyblades and everything going on. The whole fiesta.
Oh no. So I have my infinite fairies, so if I get hit, it doesn't really matter.
Yep.
Nice, nice.
Alright,
move
that
off.
was styling on him.
Okay,
And
there goes my first of the infinite fairies.
Yep, only infinite to go.
Infinity -1, Monka S.
Monka S. How many times do you have to hit Wrath? I don't remember.
With jump slash is 20. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna try to strat where I continuously jump slash Wrath over and over again in kind of a stun lock.
Yeah.
And if I do it right, it'll be 20 jump slashes.
On the 20th jump slash is where
Yeah.
time is.
So I want to wait for him to just move to the side of the room. Okay, that's a good position. I just want to be outside of the middle of the room to lower the chance of the masks attacking. No, I tried to.
Oh.
You're supposed to spin attack on the last one,
Damn.
and I just missed the spin
You
attack.
got all the other spins.
Oh.
You're at
Okay.
19 and a half right now.
Yeah, one more hit.
Send a chew or something, I don't know.
Can you kill him with a chew? That's
And-
pretty good.
Dude, hit!
What
Time.
time? Okay,
Time.
time. Oh my god.
That was dumb.
Someone stop time.
Someone,
Alright.
the timer
Stop
is...
timer. No, I want
CFG's
46.
PB
Okay.
Yes, got a
There you go.
46.
All right.
Good job.
All right. I PB'd by about 50 minutes after not playing for
GG.
6 years. Nice. Good PB.
That's the way to do it.
Alright, wonderful.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. My return to MM after 6 years.
The legendary return. The 6-year wait.
Yeah.
So you have John's for this
So
run.
yeah, Moonwarp is pretty cool. So I want to talk
500
about
IQ.
I want to talk about Moonwarp just a bit more. So I actually had no part in like finding Moonwarp. Moonwarp was a huge collaborative effort between a bunch of different people. I'm gonna try to name them all, but I'm probably gonna forget some people because a bunch of people worked on it. So Glitches and Stuff was the original person who found stale reference manipulation, SRM, which is the base glitch of messing with things in similar memory slots that lets this whole trick work. So Glitch and Stuff, Exodus found the original Moonwarp. Full Gun Gaming helped a lot with the setup. I think Pope Squidward, Imbued, Jimmy. I'm sure there's more people who helped finding the Moonwarp setup that I'm forgetting, but there were so many people that worked on this. It was like a huge collaborative effort between a bunch of people, and not only MM runners, but this the glitch stale reference manipulation was actually found in Ocarina of Time first by Glitch and Stuff about a month ago, and it works in both games, and it's led to huge discoveries in both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
And everyone from both communities has been like working together and finding stuff in both games, and it's been amazing. Oh, Fash, I forgot Fash in the list of people to credit because Fash never gets credit until recently. But yeah, there's been a huge amount of stuff found in the last month in OOT and MM has been like the craziest month in forever for these games. Like these games already get plenty of glitches all the time, and this month has been insane, with Moonwarp and OT getting arbitrary code execution and everything. So, yeah, huge shout outs to all the OT and MM glitch hunters that destroyed these games in the last month.
Yeah, crazy effort. This
Yeah.
last-
For like the 20th time. I don't know how they keep
Yeah.
doing it again and
yeah,
again.
just keeps happening. I don't know what's
And
gonna come
the
next.
craziest thing is this is probably like the biggest glitch in either game. Is
Yeah,
like even after both of them have been out for what 21 and 18 years, 19 years.
yeah, it's absolutely
So-
crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, OT and MM glitches are pretty fantastic. Hope you guys enjoyed the run.
Yeah, that's great.
Good job.
All right. The couch. I guess I should.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.
So coming up next is the Joe Stacking World Series.
Oh,
it's gonna
man.
be wonderful.
The hypest event.
Hypest event. It's
You
gonna
know,
be
these
great.
athletes have been training. It's been their dream since they were a child to be in the Joe Stacking World Series. And this will be them living their dream.
Yes, living the dream on Joe Stacking. So hopefully everyone stays around for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit.